Well, I had a problem. My laptop crashed just as I started stream. Oh no, well more or less it crashed right as the loading was complete and then I clicked the button to commence. No wait, no wait. The game restarted to since it was done to download and uploading. And my laptop crashed. I didn't think that was going to happen. Yeah, I needed to refresh it since it crashed just as the restart button happened. So from YouTube, that first 3-minute crash has been deleted, so for YouTube, that's normal, but for Twitch, it'll be for 7 days that one video where I crashed. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, and I did manage to get Robin. Here she is. So yeah, on the last day of her banner, I was managed to get her. So we got scientist Mia, then we could still, which I said if people don't, so science Mia vendor was right in May. Here's the other May. Well, first of all, we'll see if we can fish her out. Yeah. Alright. Don't know what's going on there. Oh well, I'll deal with it later. Yeah, cancel. Now they put on free characters, which use which is interesting. Okay. Well, let's try to roll for her. Let's see. I got Robin, very unlikely I'll get her. If you're worried at wait, did something happen that that if you've already I wonder what this is about. Well, we'll be able to try to roll again. Oh, at least I will be able to attempt to roll again a bit later. Let's take care of. Yeah, we'll come back to this later. Let's first see how she goes before I attempt to roll with her anymore. Most likely, I'm guessing her ultimate is when she puts on the armor. Well, we'll see. Oh, yep, I was right. Ultimate.
Firefly Type 4, activate! Step up, let's see ya!
Wait,
Firefly Type 4, activate! Decided to play your ace, huh? Sam in position.
okay, no, she's already transformed. She's basically. Well, the question is, why did you show her pictures?
Sam awaiting orders.
If Sam's the one doing it, if you're always fighting her Sam's appearance.
Detonate.
Stay in step.
Like fireflies to a flame, life begets death, until everything burns to ashes!
Dreams do come true.
Firefly Type 4 in position.
So now she talks now.
Set the seas ablaze! We have the upper hand. Ready for another? Enemy data net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
The mood is set. Let the show begin.
Nice like a good, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
Fight to live!
Let's improvise.
Set the seas ablaze!
Yeah, she's an interesting character. So you get her for free if you do this. What is this again? Okay, it's the event. Don't know why you're able to see my desktop for some reason. Okay, it's the Honkai set. The settings I use for Honkai impact. Weird. Okay, I'm quickly going to get this pass started again. Guess I need to. I'm guessing it's discontinued since it didn't let me proceed. Okay. Ah, fine. Get 10 of these. We could try one more time. See how many do I have these? And now need 60 more pulls before I get a character for free. I believe now I have all of them. Oh no, I don't think I have her yet. Right, those cancer first of all. No, take care of that. Firefly. And slam with a cape. Oh, right. Oh, now we've changed it since before. Only the normal simulated universe works. The Virgin universe didn't work. What likely would she use? Don't recognize. Oh, yep, this one's a new one. Let's see, is there any other new ones? Nope. So, since she follows the route of destruction, she'll either use the teeth or the sword. Likely the teeth, since as said, she just states she follows the route of destruction. Means is the new character coming out following this path? Okay, we can get. I'm probably taking the longer route, but I don't care. Was that a? It was. Who cares? Oh no, it's active. Why is my team layout? And we'll just load in theirs since they have a six-star one.
So it's you. Our time spent with one another is precious.
Since 6 stars, since the 6-star Raiden May,
Stand
or
down.
whatever her name is, I'll just remember her as Raiden May.
An endless lifespan is just a bitter wait for insanity.
Okay, the theme. Back to, as said, since she said her name is rather than May, and it's easier for me to remember than the name that she gives, I'll just use that name, even though there's two Mays in this game. Well, technically there's two Mays in in Honkai Impact, but only one of them was relevant, since the other one was technically dead and only existed really as a hologram. And we'll just let the auto thing take care of itself.
Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed.
Yeah, waste that ultimate.
It too shall fall. Blade of moonlight. On the still waters of oblivion. In lunar flame. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Blade of moonlight.
Nap time.
Destined for oblivion. On the still waters of oblivion.
That'll take more than medicine.
I'm on guard. Tedious. Free will.
Lance, forward!
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
That hurts.
That's half the work. Destined for oblivion.
That'll take more than nap time.
Lance at the ready.
Stand down. Blade of moonlight. All will be revealed. In lunar flame. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. On the still waters of oblivion. Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. In lunar flame. Blade of moonlight. On the still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Blade of moonlight.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Destined for oblivion.
Nap time.
In lunar flame. still waters of oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Lance, forward!
Destined for oblivion. Blade of moonlight. In lunar flame. On the still waters of oblivion. Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Blade of moonlight.
Time for nap time.
Lance at the ready.
On the still waters of oblivion. Destined for oblivion.
That'll.
Tedious. Stand down. On the still waters of oblivion.
That'll take more.
Save
I'm
it for
on
your own
guard.
skin. That's half the work.
Naughty child. Nap time.
Another jerk.
Lance at the ready.
Blade of moonlight.
Time for a shot. Nap time.
I'm on guard.
That's half the work. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Okay, and I'll stop right there for right now. Or I'll just be here doing it a couple of times. Since missed 2 days equivalently. Okay. So, to attain 20 of them, alright.
Unknown to each other, yet united in purpose, we make the same choices. Unknown to each other, yet united in purpose, we make the same choices.
Oh, we need to turn her back. Alright, you guys got more.
Careful. Don't get too lost in those sweet dreams.
The one thing I look forward to? Growing up, of course.
Dave.
Serving under the Ten Lords as a judge of souls, I come to the world of the living to enforce their will. Serving under the Ten Lords as a judge of souls, I come to the world of the living to enforce their will.
Let's see. Oh, I don't have Claire yet. What's more, not really her, it's more or less the giant robot, which acts as her foster father. It's really him, since she does absolutely nothing. So she's just there to look cute. And looks like I don't have... Never mind, there he is. And I don't have shield bro. Okay, let's go to the plot.
This haven of memories. Every touch, every moment.
Hey, let me tell you.
We'll have to buy more stuff.
Wake up! Wake up!
I
Hey,
just-
wake up! The sun's frying your butt.
But I just came in, and now you want me to start leaving? Yes!
Are you okay? Can you hear me? I didn't hear a peep from your room, and it really freaked me out. What are you talking about? Are you still half asleep or something? The Order's dream is over. Even though it's been a day, I still break into a sweat when I think about it. Our
But-
trailblazing expedition almost ended in Penacony.
It hasn't been a day. What do you mean? It has only been a day. It's been a month.
I'm so jealous that you got a good night's sleep. I was traumatized and too scared to even close my eyes. I thought if I fell asleep, I'd never wake up again.
That would be a blessing. No, you don't.
The Stellaron was sealed while you were sleeping. The ordinary people in Penacony have no idea what happened. They just feel like something's missing from their memories.
So the future is just
family's
missing.
official statement was like, the Charmony Festival was attacked by an unidentified Stellaron and came to a halt. After all, they can't just reveal the truth about the Order. Now, all the major lineages, except for the Oak family, are dealing with the aftermath. The family has invited the crew to the Radiant Feldspar as witnesses for an important meeting. Everyone's waiting for you, so hurry up and pack. We're leaving as soon as you're ready.
Pack? I owe nothing.
After all this craziness, nothing is better than staying safe in reality.
You were not even safe in the dream.
Why the sudden interest in that? Well, I was dragged into the sweet dream. I felt a cold tentacle diving into my memories. But something else was there. So the tentacle suddenly disappeared. And then I dreamed about stuffing my face with delicious food and going on a shopping spree. Sunday didn't seriously believe that was the life I wanted, right? Breaking free from that cheesy illusion was just a piece of cake.
So, you dreamt about hentai, which instead turned to you being a pig. Yep.
Yeah, let's go. We've got some time before we board the ship, so let's catch up with everyone at Dream Jolt Hostelry.
So, I still question.
How extravagant. Just like Epsilon. How was it? Did it live up to your dreamscape expectations?
You already asked that when we first got here.
Yeah, and you said no back then. But after all this madness, I'd say you've grown fond of it. Just a heads up, you're still on the Bloodhound family's wanted list, so keep a low profile. And this time, it's Firefly in the picture, not Sam. That's gotta be a whole new experience for you, right?
Indeed. In Kafka's words, that's also a missing part of my life. Still, it'd be quite inconvenient if I can't move freely. Could you help me out, Silverwolf?
I knew you'd say that. Don't worry. I've hacked all the systems and left no trace. Don't do anything that may draw attention, and don't talk with guards. They might recognize you. Keep these 2 points in mind, and you can go wherever you want, unbothered.
Thank you.
No problem, Miss Samuel. I love this fake name. Now that we're done here in Penacony, what will you do in your free time? I hear the Genius Society is here. How about we go stir up some excitement?
Well, you know my script isn't over yet.
I didn't bring you back to hear an answer like that.
Don't worry. The script says that I'll experience 3 deaths, but also receive an unforgettable reward on the planet of festivities. How will I know if I don't try? All possibilities exist until the outcome actually happens, right?
You may not realize it, but you have a bad habit. Whenever you seem to be asking a question, you've already made up your mind, and no words will dissuade you. Anyway, Kafka asked me to pass on this message. If you see anything fabulous in Penacony, get one for me too. Just swipe my card, you know the pin. She didn't specify anything, but I guess she means a dress, coat, sunglasses, or something else. You know better about fashion than I do.
Sure, I'll keep an eye out. There's tons of options at OT Mall. Do you think she'll like trinkets, like hair accessories or brooches?
Those sound more like something for young girls. Maybe you should keep them for yourself. Oh, by the way, Blade didn't explicitly say it, but I think he was trying to say something like, temptation will show up again in Penacony. He's always so subtle with his words.
Got it. He was just worried about me. Relax, Silverwolf. You know me. I won't do anything crazy. I just want to wander around and see more of the world for myself. I want to buy some oat cake rolls. I've had a cake roll every day since I arrived in Penacony, from the first day to the last. But today, I'll buy 2 and give you 1. And if you don't like them, I'll enjoy double the pleasure. Or I can bring one to Kafka, as she never refuses. Or maybe I'll give it to Blade. He'll appreciate it. That's not written in the script, right? But as you see, I have added new footnotes to my destiny.
Welcome, Director Topaz. The family ambassadors are still inside making preparations, but the big boss hasn't arrived yet. It'll be a while before the conference starts, I'm afraid.
Huh. Quite a spectacle. The family really knows how to make things look impressive. I thought they would choose a more formal and low-key location for the conference. I didn't expect them to go with a luxury airship.
About this, Director. I've asked around. This airship, named the Radiant Feldspar, belongs to the Alfalfa family. This conference between the IPC and the family will have a direct impact on Penacony's future. Such an important event should have been held at it. Well, somewhere secretive in the moment of morning dew. The atmosphere here, it doesn't feel serious enough.
If I'm right, this conference is probably just a prelude. Whoever organized it wants to assess the IPC stance beforehand. This influential figure either has their own ambitions and wants to reach a preliminary agreement, or they plan to put pressure on us to make us back off.
Oh, your mind is always so sharp, Director Topaz. And when the big boss arrives, please remind her to be cautious and watch out for any traps.
Thank you for the reminder, but I don't think that will be necessary. When she's at the table, it's the others who need to be cautious. Just tell everyone on our team to stay focused on their tasks and not worry about the negotiations.
Oh, got it. I'll do it right away.
Oh, and one more thing. Don't call Miss Jade Big Boss in front of her, or there will be serious consequences. I mean, really serious.
Got it. Thank you for the reminder, Director.
Okay. Oh, did I get some? Oh, did I get raided earlier? Oh, well, I guess. Oh, yep, I guess I did. Well, if you're in chat, well, welcome. Sorry, I went to the restroom. Well, I went to the restroom while Topaz was just talking.
I tripped and fell right here. Just completely face planted.
Okay. Well, I don't really talk about myself. I just continue playing in terms of as I am just a person who plays games. Old games. Oh, newer games.
None of the important figures have arrived yet.
Mainly a fantasy.
Looks like the conference won't be starting for a while.
Mainly.
Such a bustling place. I think I'll take a little walk around.
Are you done, Topaz? Mainly just doing fantasy, war games, and tech games. And sci-fi games. And immediately 2 people leave.
Oh, are you hungry, Numby? Food in the dream. Shouldn't taste bad, right?
Which to feed Numby? Potato? Fry Sunday sounds disgusting.
Numby! Cat!
Feed him a burger.
There. Don't be so greedy. Leave some for the other guests.
I think there'd be rules like, hey, keep your pets off the table. You can go after the treasure later, Numby.
So many buttons. How many centuries would it take to press them all? Huh. Didn't expect those pooches to actually recycle them all.
Huh? What are these?
For your safety, please stay away from those objects.
For my safety? Are these buttons something dangerous?
Not exactly. Lately, there's been a prankster in the Sweet Dream who's been handing out strange button devices to anyone he meets. According to those involved, he said something like, just press this button and all of Penacony will explode! Luckily, no one believed him. Still, the Bloodhound family collected these buttons just to be on the safe side.
What will happen if you press it? Hasn't anyone actually tried?
Well, perhaps you don't know much about Penacony? All the guests here have one thing in common. They're terrified of death. Anyway, the family will deal with these things. Please, kindly keep your distance.
Hey, that's not what she said. Okay, Numby, we'll go check out what you want. Don't actually own this character.
Oh, free stuff.
Watch yourselves in front of the IPC. Don't you dare.
Too late, Numby, you're late.
Hard work pays off.
Greetings, madame. What can I do for you?
Hello. Could you tell me more about the Radiant Feldspar?
I assume you are the ambassador of the IPC Strategic Investment Department. It's my honor to assist you. The Radiant Felspar is owned by Mr. Odie Alfalfa, head of the Alfalfa family. Mr. Alfalfa invested a significant amount in building this luxurious airship an Ember era ago, and it has been sailing across the 12 hours of the dreamscape ever since.
Oh, so it's owned by old Odie himself. No wonder the ship is so lavishly decorated.
Indeed, Mr. Alfalfa has impeccable taste. Only the most prestigious guests are invited by the Alfalfa family to board this airship. Please allow me to continue my introduction. The Radiant Felspar had been cruising over the Sea of Dreams in Penacony for an entire Ember era. But its voyage was temporarily halted due to the recent reverberation.
Reverberation? Such a formal way of putting it. You're really downplaying the whole thing. I apologize. Please continue.
Following the previous reverberation in the Sweet Dream, the Radiant Felspar had to suspend its voyage temporarily. Thankfully, the factors that disrupted the dreamscape have been resolved. However, due to, well, certain special reasons, the Charmony Festival, originally scheduled at the Penacony Grand Theater, had to be temporarily postponed. So, Mr. Alfalfa suggested relocating the Charmony Festival to the Radiant Felspar, taking this opportunity to announce the resumption of the airship's voyage.
Ah, well, that would meet the family's needs and also create momentum for Mr. Alfalfa himself. Quite fitting for a legendary tycoon like him. Thank you for explaining matters to me. Goodbye. Hello? The Talent Motivation Department? Again? Internal review? Will it ever end? I'm working on a major project. I don't have time to squabble with you guys. The way I handled the Urillo case was approved by senior management, and all of the project logs and calls are complete. Can't you check on them yourselves? I just don't understand. Why are you so fixated on this minor case and constantly escalating it? Seriously, what's your purpose?
Sounds exhausting. Why not just hang up? In my opinion, you handled that project quite well. A little ball of ice in exchange for the Astral Express's good favor. That's not a bad deal for the department. It's been a while, little Yelena. I've been looking forward to working with you. Never imagined this day would come so soon. Is there trouble? You can tell me anything. Just like old times.
So she's Jade.
It's been a while, Madam Jade. I'm honored to have the opportunity to work with you.
You're still so formal, aren't you? Forget about the hierarchy and treat me as your equal. No need for unnecessary titles like Madam.
I'm sorry, but it might take some time to get used to that. After all, you are a senior.
Well, now that we're both members of the 10 Stonehearts, I need you to be at your best. Especially since the upcoming negotiations leave no room for error. As sharp as you are, I'm sure you've figured out the true purpose of this conference, right?
I believe old Odie has taken it upon himself to test our limits before the official negotiations between the IPC and Penacony.
That's true, and it works in our favor. Do you know why?
If we can reach some sort of agreement with old Odie beforehand, and gauge our opponent's boundaries, our future negotiations will go much more smoothly. That's the obvious benefit.
Exactly. And the hidden benefit is that, as the head of the Alfalfa family, his actions suggest that the 5 lineages might not be as united as the Odes of Harmony would suggest. As long as the influence of Harmony hasn't completely permeated their core, personal desires will always have their way. Thankfully, influential figures in Penacony haven't entirely suppressed their own desires. It's similar to the power struggles within the IPC. The supposed all-for-one philosophy shared by the 5 lineages. It's just a slogan now that the Dream Master has gone.
After the downfall of the Oak family, Old OT's faction became the dominant force in Penacony. Even if we consider only the succession order, he's the longest serving and most senior among all the family heads.
Yes, that's exactly why we need to handle the conference following an agreed-upon strategy. It's like playing a game of chess, where every move needs to be carefully thought out.
Absolutely. The 3 steps of negotiation. Listen, test, and strike. That's what you taught me.
Pretty clear. Although, you seem to have changed the order in the Yarilo case.
That was based on my personal experience.
I apologize for interrupting your conversation, but the family head is ready to meet the ambassadors from the Strategic Investment Department.
Time to get to work. Let's prepare ourselves and meet that esteemed supporting actor. Remember, our goal is to create an opportunity for the IPC to enter Penacony. Aventurine has already made a small opening, and you and I, we're going to tear it wide open.
So Jade's supposed to be the banner character after Firefly and Sam. I really just like this door animation, but it's just the glorified loading screen. Since now the room behind us is unloaded.
Welcome aboard my ship, the Radiant Feldspar. Smart and charming ladies.
So
please, have a seat. Let's have a pleasant conversation.
So he's one of the people with the pom-poms. Clearly, the rules of games must apply. Always look around. You're too late, Numby. I want this chest, not the one that's upstairs.
Hard work pays off.
Do you mind if I steal your treasures? No.
Welcome aboard, my dear ladies. Forgive me for any lack of attentiveness that might have led to a lengthy wait outside.
No problem at all, Mr. Alfalfa. It's my honor to meet you in person. You may not be aware, but the book Odi Alfalfa, the biography, is a must-read for all Strategic Investment Department employees.
After all, to many, you are the legendary figure who single-handedly built the Penacony economy.
I expected no less from the 10 Stonehearts from the Strategic Investment Department. You're definitely skilled in the art of conversation. I always enjoy talking to smart people because we don't have to beat around the bush. We can just get straight to the point instead. Since I invited you IPC ambassadors on board, I'm sure you've figured out the topic I'd like to discuss, yes?
The future of Penacony, if I'm not mistaken.
Precisely. Those few words represent a terribly complicated situation indeed. Let's take that golden-haired guy who's not showing up, for example. He put in great effort and almost got himself killed. But what was it all for? Wasn't it eventually to create an opportunity for you IPC to regain control of the precious Astana?
The wisdom and experience you've accumulated over 10 Amber Eras are truly impressive. Let's assume your assumptions are correct, Mr. Alfalfa. How would you respond to the IPC's actions?
I appreciate your composure, Miss Jade. You must have witnessed much in your worldly experiences. However, perhaps you don't know much about Penacony. Old Oti won't sit idly by when faced with a greedy wolf.
Please, go ahead. I'm all ears.
Then I'll be straightforward. I requested this meeting before the official conference to dissuade the Strategic Investment Department from trying to lay a finger on Penacony. If you back off now, you can make a smooth exit and prevent the IPC from losing face during more important negotiations.
One of our P-45 executives was attacked and nearly killed in the dreamscape. The IPC can't simply ignore this incident. Moreover, considering the turbulence during the Charmony Festival, Penacony's credibility has taken a hit in the public's eyes. Despite your determined attitude, the issues plaguing Penacony are real, are they not?
Your friend did try to destroy the place too, but he was forced to. He also brought an illegal weapon, illegally brought in the stone that he was supposed to hand over. He handed over your two stones, which we will return to you. But we'll continue talking.
You used the term real, Miss Topaz, but let's not forget that this is the realm of dreams. If you want to succeed here, you need ambition and unconventional thinking. Curious about how I plan to respond to the IPC? Well, I don't mind sharing. My actions will help Penacony take a significant step forward by self-listing and going public.
Going public?
If I'm not mistaken, you want to bypass the IPC and go public on a universal scale.
Precisely. Instead of watching the IPC gnaw away at Penacony, I'd prefer to open the doors of the sweet dream to the entire universe.
So in essence, he's going to make it cheap. It sounds like since beforehand it was only for those people who have a lot of money.
Starting today, anyone in the cosmos can become a shareholder of the Land of the Dreams. This is the path of harmony I'll choose. This reform should have been implemented earlier, but unfortunately, the Oak family were a bunch of blockheads blinded by order. Their level of intellectual flexibility doesn't even come close to an old fellow like me. Thanks to the little reverberation earlier, the biggest obstacle between me and my reforms has been eliminated. The Alfalfa family will publicize the financial results of Sweet Dream Paradise, so that the entire universe can see that despite the catastrophe, Penacony still holds immense potential and opportunities, and that the family remains confident in its future.
Crisis and opportunity are two sides of the same coin. So, you've been waiting for the right moment for Penacony to regain the spotlight. And if Penacony should seize this opportunity to overcome adversity, even if the IPC tries to intervene, every move we make will be scrutinized by trillions of people.
Now I'm convinced that you've indeed familiarized yourself with my biography, Miss Jade. So, about your next move. Please, consider it carefully.
Indeed. We need some time to digest such a wealth of information. I suggest we conclude the first half of our conference, Mr. Alfalfa. Please allow Topaz and me to confer privately for a few moments, and to respond on behalf of the IPC later.
Of course. Take your time, dear ladies.
And now back to Trailblazer.
The Alfalfa family had a meeting with the IPC?
I got this information from a message sent by that IPC ambassador. He said it was to return the favor. It's not hard to imagine. Penacony today is pretty much like the frontier prison it once was, with external forces casting greedy eyes and the undercurrent of order lurking within. Instead of falling into a situation where they are plagued by both external and internal threats, Penacony would rather take a step back and invite the IPC to negotiate at the table, ostensibly to cooperate, but in reality, to secure more opportunities for their own survival.
Well, no wonder they sought the mediation from the Astral Express. In your opinion, who should we stand behind?
I don't think the followers of the Harmony are completely innocent victims in all of this. For reasons unknown, they have a strong desire to smooth things over, which leads to speculation about their motives. If either the family or IPC were to assume full control of Penacony, it would return to its previous illusory dream of hedonism, and the efforts of those previous nameless would once again go to waste. There you are. Did you rest well?
I didn't disturb you since you were in a deep sleep.
Yeah, it must have been a really long dream. Been sleeping for a month.
Even long dreams eventually come to an end. Our adventure in Penacony is reaching its conclusion. After Enna's dream was shattered, the family branch from the Montour system soon arrived and swiftly took control of the situation. Most members of the Oak family fell unconscious, but fortunately, their lives were not in danger.
The mastermind behind the plans was confirmed to be Gopher Wood, the previous Dream Master. But by the time we arrived, he was dead already. He'll face a trial. As for further details, the family would rather not disclose them.
Ultimately, the public perceived the incident as an attack by evil forces targeting the Charmony Festival. They believe the family failed to safeguard the Sweet Dream, significantly eroding their credibility in the process. While quite different from the truth, this appears to be the outcome with the least impact.
After all, you don't know who's awake and who's pretending to be asleep. Well, they'll open their eyes in the face of danger. Once the danger subsides, they'll embrace the sweet dream again. Here's a toast, with 3 glasses of Glory of the Trailblaze to all of you. What are you talking about? This is my lounge. It's good to see you all again. Although we might be saying goodbye again after this reunion. When will the Astral Express leave Penacony?
We'll stay a bit longer, but not too long.
You just told me to pack.
So, this is our final meeting then? If this is a farewell, then it seems to be missing something. Music? Atmosphere? Maybe a special drink to honor those who are not here. Let's see. The mixed drink should be solemn, dignified, and unique. As we'll use it to pay respect to those fallen heroes.
I don't drink.
To the nameless, resting in peace. And to Gallagher.
As Gallagher is now dead. As he was basically running on pure script. Unfortunately, I don't feel like talking to everyone else.
Ready to mix your drink?
Really? I have to mix my own drink? Yup. That's why I had you teach.
I'm not sure. I haven't seen him since our last meeting at the lounge. Come to think of it, he always did come and go quietly. We used to discuss everything here. But every time he'd leave, I'd realize that I didn't know him at all. Such is the mystery that is Gallagher. I have a hunch. Perhaps he's already fulfilled his wishes and won't be coming back. Before we start, would you like to talk to your friends?
No.
We have plenty of time.
No.
All right, as you will. I think I have an idea about what drink to make. Would you like it bitter or sweet? It's up to you. Choose the flavor. Drowning sweetness. One of the most challenging drinks to make. A slight imbalance in the ingredients can result in an overwhelmingly viscous sweet taste. However, with the right ratios, you get a uniquely sweet drink with a lingering aftertaste.
I hate lingering aftertaste.
Not a bad choice. Let's start mixing.
Hell, too late. Mix it. But mix it. What do I... I hate ice. So if you didn't do the event, I guess you wouldn't understand anything that's going on here. Reset mix. Not there. What do you mean I can't do it like this? Oh, so boring. It has to be mixed in a certain way.
Words always fall short. If you want to bring closure to past events at this lounge, there's no better way than mixing a drink. Blend all your memories and emotions together and stir them well. Through the filter of time, what remains in the glass is something to savor. Well, it's done. Here's to the nameless resting in peace, and to my friend Gallagher. The spirit of freedom will spread far and wide among the stars.
This summer.
And its legacy will be more timeless than a pastoral song. We're not accepted by the outside world, so we've gathered here. And one day, our souls will return to the same place. Cheers.
Was she pleasuring herself? No, she's just a photographer.
Oh, are you leaving? Oh, then take this with you.
I don't want it.
I've mixed more of this last special drink for you. The past shouldn't be forgotten. So I hope it brings back the flavors of Penacony.
I hated the flavor.
Thank you. I'm sure it'll leave a lasting impression.
I hate this place.
If you happen to run into Gallagher, make sure he has a sip too. I know his tastes, and he'll be thrilled.
He's dead.
Then, I guess you won't be seeing him. Alright, enough with the heavy stuff. You guys have important things to take care of, so let's not dwell on things. Whether it's the Astral Express or Penacony, there's still a long journey ahead. So let's lift our spirits, guys!
I hate
and
you.
embark towards our tomorrows.
Back to Jade.
Old Odie is a tricky opponent. I didn't expect him to take the risky step of going public at such a critical moment for Penacony.
Indeed. He's definitely bold. It's that kind of boldness that made him the Odie Alfalfa he is today. Still, the outcome is uncertain. Shouting loud doesn't necessarily carry any weight. What about the phone call I asked you to make, Topaz?
Ah, they agreed. But it'll take some time before they arrive.
Just as it should be. The sweet dew should be served after the bitter poison.
Looks like we'll be skipping the exchanging apples step this time around.
Now that we're dealing with a greedy merchant, a simple apple wouldn't make a difference. Well, I guess I included myself in that remark too. Now I'm a bit curious, Topaz. Do you think Penacony is a quality asset?
No.
Yes. Despite its recent calamity, Penacony remains a top quality asset within the cosmos. With good credit, lucrative potential, and promising prospects.
I really disagree. This place seems to be rather stagnant. No. For a world supposed to be a world of dreams, this world seems to be lacking.
Well, that's obvious. But what I truly wanted to know is, this project is obviously too bland for your taste, isn't it?
That's true. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for Aventurine.
But despite that, you trust him. You even entrusted him with a cornerstone. Something as precious as life itself, to finish this gamble.
Are you not in the same boat, Miss Jade? Without us playing along, your Jade Stone wouldn't have made it across the border so easily, allowing you to see all desires that flow through dreams to gain a bargaining chip in negotiations. That's why I'm willing to stake my Topaz Stone to cover for you. It's like one big, elaborate game of chess.
Once that kid sets his mind to something, nothing can stop him. Not even fate. Well, at least he's still alive, and that's the best outcome.
Looks like we've strayed off topic, Miss Jade. Should we discuss our next steps?
No need. I'll go it alone. Meanwhile, you can go greet our honored guest and wait for my message.
Okay.
Is that Robin? Huh. She's also here on the Radiant Feldspar.
Okay, let's check out this character, since we should be able to check her out. Nope, wait. Nope, can't view her details. Unfortunate. Okay, she has a deep hair ability. And a whip. She's a snake.
Not exactly eye-catching. There's a good child. Do as you're told. There's a good child. Do as you're told.
Birds! Well, we'll look around for birds right now.
Is that all? Hardly worth the bother.
Now knowing that there's birds, even on the ship. Let's look around to see if I can find any birds. Okay, so this is later you can go into. Most likely there's going to be fights in other parts of the ship. I hear bird. Okay. Guessing the bird, it must be on the other side of the door. Really, using the child, the child when we know it's not an actual child, or could possibly not be a child since they have no actual child models. Only these pom poms.
Watch yourselves in front of the IPC. Don't you dare embarrass me.
puzzle time. Hmm. Technically, this should... Oh, no, wait. I need to... Yikes, really, what does this thing respond to? Now, next one, of course.